Last time on the American Crappie Trail, a stiff north wind blew the anglers out of the middle of the lake with gusts of 15 miles per hour. Teams scattered, turning to secondary spots, hoping to find big bites that would set them up for a successful day two. Last year's Ross Barnett winners Ronnie Capps and Steve Coleman currently sit in third, behind the 2018 National Champions Tony Hughes and Jeff Riddle, and B&M pros Kent Driscoll and John Harrison. The wind is going to flip 180 degrees and blow hard out of the south today. Which teams have planned for the weather change and will capitalize on their preparation? Find out next as B&M Polls presents the American Crappie Trail from Ross Barnett Reservoir.
Another lovely day with the American Crappie Trail.
Yeah, south wind today, but it's supposed to blow 10 to 15, so we'll probably be fishing the same style. Yesterday we had out 2 windsocks and a chain, and once the wind got up, we fished with the wind all day. We'd make a drag of about a quarter mile. We'd reel our poles up, we'd pull our windsock in, we'd crank our big motor and idle back up, pull right back through that area again.
You're number one. Yeah, number one in our program and in our hearts.
That's a good thing. We'll need some help today.
We're kind of going to do like we done at Darbone in the championship. We're going to go a completely different direction today. Hope it works out twice. You know, we think we got figured out what we need to catch them on and how to catch them. We're just going to see if they'll bite a hook today.
We're going to have to catch some 2-pounders today. We're going to need about 14 pounds today, so I think we're going to give them our best shot.
Ross Barnett Reservoir is a fantastic fishery, but she has a tendency to show her teeth, especially when ACT is in town. How well the anglers do today will depend on how much time they had to invest in pre-fishing, establishing patterns for both a north and south wind. The extreme thunderstorms that raged through the area on Thursday shut down pre-fishing for many teams. Anglers who only planned on 1 or 2 days of pre-fishing may be short of intel. Today, fortune may favor the better prepared. However, lucking into a 3-pound crappie can always turn the tides in your favor, no matter how ill-prepared you are. On the water, the wind is going to stay down for a couple of hours, giving the teams a decent shot at bagging 7 keeper fish quickly. B&M leaders Driscoll and Harrison have returned to their #1 spot from yesterday.
Hey, good morning. Kent Driscoll and John Harrison, day 2, Ross Barnett. It is 7:44. Been fishing here about an hour and 15 minutes. So far the fish aren't biting real well. We've got 1.5-pound crappie on our best spot. We're gonna stick with it just a little bit longer. We got 2 other places to fish. Just doesn't seem like the fish are biting, and it's kind of weird. I mean, you see how slick it is. Yesterday we're out here in 3-foot whitecaps. We caught them all day yesterday, up until about maybe 1 o'clock. So we like the spot. It's just been kind of slow, kind of a funny bite. The fish are just kind of shaking our baits, and we've missed a lot of fish this morning. So far it's been a little bit slow for us, but we're gonna keep swinging for the fence. We got the big guns out today. We're fishing with big jigs, and that's what we caught them on yesterday.
Sitting in second, we'll need a good weight today. We're behind about a 1/4 pound, but we don't have the wind today, which is gonna tighten the field up even more. We're on some decent fish. We're got a lot of ground to cover today to get the fish that we need, and it would sure be nice to win another tournament back-to-back, especially after coming off of the National Championship win, which we're still riding high on that right now.
Really, we started out fishing solid waxworms and caught some good fish on those, but golly, did we catch a bunch of catfish, man. We had to back off the waxworm simply because there was so much activity. We couldn't keep a hook in the water, and got some places in mind that we thinking about running to that's in deeper water, even hoping, crossing our fingers to catch a female that still has a sizable egg sac in her. There's still some left. These right here are pretty well flattened out.
Don't go anywhere. More fishing action on the American Crappie Trail is up next.
every hour I spend fishing, I spend countless hours off the water, managing tackle, taking care of my truck and boat. Sometimes I'm on the road for 6 weeks straight. With Lucas Oil Products, I know my truck is always ready so I can stay on the road and focus on the water. Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean. Super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. More tournament wins than any other crappie pole. BNMPoles.com. The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Marine Products. Made in America, sold to the world. General Tire. Anywhere is possible. Ranger Boats. Driven to dominate. Evinrude. The official engine of the American Crappie Trail. Banded. Just Go. And these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. The calm winds this morning have been a welcome reprieve for the anglers, but it is a limited time offer. The team of Matt Gregory and Rick Davis currently sit in 8th and are looking to take advantage of this calm morning and push the leaders.
Well, it started off kind of slow, catching a lot of little fish. We've been working the ledge, started out in 5 to 7 foot of water working the ledge and small fish, so we moved on out 9 to 11 foot on the ledge and picked up some 1-pounders. Finally caught a decent, I don't know, what was that, a 171? We caught a 178, about 9 foot of water working this ledge. And yesterday was windy. We fished this spot yesterday. We had the power poles down as far as we could go and threw 3 log chains out. And we're just blowing, hitting these ledges. We don't really have a spot number 2. We had a spot to get out of the wind and hide yesterday, but I didn't catch any big fish. So we chose to sit out here and ride the waves yesterday. Took a gamble and it paid off. To win it, we're gonna have 13.5 pounds and hope Driscoll gets 12. There's gonna be people that didn't weigh 11 pounds yesterday. They're gonna bring in 12.5 pound bags today. And I see Caps and Coleman bringing in 14 now that they can sit on stumps in shallow water and do what they want without the wind. And there's just too many good teams out there. You can't miss a bite.
Oh, it started off pretty slow. Didn't get to fish the spot we wanted to fish yesterday due to the wind, and we had pretty high hopes for this morning. And when we caught, I think we got three tournament fish out of it. But see this right here. So we're marking it with that buoy and then just easing up and just putting them baits right in the center of it. You can see a lot of fish, and they were tucked right into the stumps. They wasn't active. But we ended up 4th yesterday. I'd like to have, if we could duplicate what we did yesterday, I think would be okay. One big fish, last year the team had a 3-pound fish, and you've almost got to have one big fish to win a tournament. And on a lake like this, where you got a lot of the same size fish, it's like weighing 8 fish, everybody else is 7.
And I tell you what, we're down here at Ross Barnett. Tournament fishing can be the most fun thing you've ever done, or to give you the biggest heartbreak you've ever had. You got days when nothing goes right, and days like today when everything goes good. We was out here, you were battling the wind yesterday. Just didn't have a good day. We probably a pound short of what we needed to be. But you know, you got to bring your fish to the scales no matter what you have, and get back out there and try it the next day. Everybody's fishing in the same weather conditions, and you can compare yourself with what you got with everyone else. When you just pick the good days and the easy fishing days, you don't learn a whole lot. But you come out here and fish these tournaments with these guys, and you don't bring in a big bag of fish. It makes you think and learn and figure out what you did wrong. And man, we just had an unbelievable day. We got a pretty good weight, probably over 13 pounds. Another hour or so to go. Hopefully we'll move up some, but if you love to crappie fish and you love competition, gambling, whatever it is, you put fishing and that together, and it can be some of the most fun you'll ever have.
I think a 1/8 something.
1/8, all right.
It won't go big fish, but it'll go big fish for us.
Yeah.
What you got? 6. We got another 6. We just caught 2 of them. Can you go by Walgreens and get some padding, some packing, some Band-Aids, and gauze, and some dilate? What's really gonna get me is I threw one back about 10.5 inches and we don't catch another. Threw one back.
We've caught fish every day we've been here, though. It's been a great tournament, great week. Today they're a little fickle for us. That pretty much sums up our day.
Some are catching, some are not. Stay tuned to see who brings the weight to the scales right here on the American Crappie Trail.
As an angler on the American Crappie Trail, the RTD saves us tons of time, as time is money. High wind, low light, works every time.
Official line threading device of the American Crappie Trail.
Here's the future of rod threading, the RTD from your rough fishing. Quit wasting time and start stringing line with the RTD.
We put the Rockport Rattler to a real test. 2 champion anglers using 4 rods with the competition jigs against 4 rods using the Rockport Rattler. The result, the Rockport Rattler outfished the competition 10-1.
Rockport Rattler, great head.
This patented rattling jig contains a rattling chamber in the body of the jig. The rattle is amplified by using water as a conductor,
Rockport Rattler,
making fish hear it at much greater distances, just like a dinner bell for fish.
If you don't have a Rockport Rattler, you ain't catching crappie.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-sail foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with Evinrude E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech. For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by B&M, quality performance and service for over 70 years. Super clean, super easy, super fast, super clean. Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, superior protection, superior performance. And these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. Mike and Tony Shepard finished in 5th on day 1. They're looking to capture their first ACT win here on Ross Barnett.
We started off pretty strong this morning. We've got a little over 11 pound, about like we did yesterday morning. We've lost one fish that's liable to cost us big time. And we're just concentrating on 8-9 foot of water, little swags, anything that's got a little depression to it. Seems like the fish are down in it. On structure. We've got a couple fish on the bottom end we need to cull out. I think that'll help a little. We'll be okay. We're using 14-foot Jinko slab cities with a Daiwa CCH 80 reel, 8-pound gamma line, 1/4 ounce slasher jig head with the French fry, and we're tipping it with a minnow. Just like that there. Just a single jig presentation. I really like the presentation when we're fishing structure. You don't get hung as much. You can pull up to a spot and let your baits kind of glide into it, gives it a real natural presentation versus just something with a weight over it and you're pretty well killing the bait. We're fishing 14-foot rods. I feel like they're easier to handle and we see the bites a whole lot better. We can move quicker, it's just a lot more efficient. We will fish 16s, you know, like at Grenada, Washington, where the fish are usually suspended up high. We probably fish 14-footers 90% of the time. I don't think that you spook that many more fish with a 14 versus a 16. It's just pretty well preference, but they're just a whole lot more efficient for us to use.
The first afternoon we were here, we found out quickly that you had to be on wood. And the stumps that are flattened out with a good root system, they're short stumps, not really tall, but the ones with the big root system seem to be holding most of the fish. And we need the first couple hours, that's what we're going to have to focus on. This, you know, our electronics and everything really helps keep us on it, and you can see the fish come up off the cover after it. You can call the pole they're going to bite. It's amazing how far the electronics have come. We're going to keep beating these stumps to death. We're going to keep beating these same stumps to death until it tells us to go somewhere else. The wind is going to be our determining factor because of our battery situation, and we've got some good bunch of shallow stuff over here we're probably going to move to after we fish this stump, just to see as the sun gets up, the water temperature is gradually warming up a little bit. And yesterday after it warmed up about lunch, you know, we caught a couple good females over there close to the shallower water. So that's our plan when we think we've got all we can get off here, because it's championship Saturday. You beat everything to death today. You don't save nothing, you don't slack off, you beat everything.
We've been successful enough to pretty well say we got as much as we weighed in yesterday, so we feel pretty good about the morning for sure. We're fishing some stumps that's just off of the lip of a shallow bar, and a lot of these females have already spawned and they're coming back out off of the shallow hump. Most of the male fish are on top of the 2, 3, 4 foot range. We're out here in 6, 7, and we're picking up some of these post-spawn females, and honestly they got the body frame for a 2-pound fish, but they don't weigh 2 pounds, you know. So, but yeah, that's the best fish going right now. So we're just staying with it. There's my jig right there. See it? I'm gonna ease up on the stump. There's a little catfish or something rolling around there. Watch the pole. He done bit it. He's already bit my pole here. A lot of catfish chasing us around. Watch them. Okay. Got it. There you go. That's it. Let's get off there. There's catfish on every stump almost. That's a crappie. That's him. Yeah. Come on. All right. That'll work. We're gonna have a boatload of them. Ain't no bigger though, is he?
All right, that fish right there. That fish is a 2-pound fish. It sure will. He goes in the special box. What you got up there, baby? Meth? Yeah, we got the big fish back there and the real big fish right here. And I think that made number 7 on the big fish.
The wind is picking up, forcing anglers to leave their top spots. Who will come away with the win on Championship Saturday? Find out when the American Crappie Trail returns. B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. More tournament wins than any other crappie pole. BNMPoles.com. Abernathy Cycles, an authorized powersport dealership in Union City, Tennessee. The nation's largest Polaris ATV and UTV dealership. Unbelievable selection. New model ATVs, motorcycles, scooters. Experienced staff with over-the-top service, repair, and diagnostics to keep your vehicle running at top performance. 64 years of the best quality service and the best quality products. Abernathy Cycles, proud sponsor of the American Crappie Trail. From the tackle store to your truck, to your boat on the lake, back to the ramp, and all the way home. Angle Coolers have you covered.
As a professional angler, my success is directly related to my preparation. In a tournament, I may cover hundreds of miles of water in one day. That's thousands of miles in a year just getting to the fish. I use Lucas Oil products to ensure my success on the water. Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world.
Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. The General Tire team of Whitey and Matthew Outlaw finished second at Ross Barnett last year, less than a half pound behind Capps and Coleman. The wind has shut down their main spots both days of this event.
Always done pretty good on this lake, always have. But Capps won it last year, and he beat us by just a fraction. I mean, it was very close weights, very close. We really need 2 more good fish. And the wind got to blowing so hard down there where we were catching the good fish that we had to leave. I mean, the swells were too big. So with any luck, maybe we can stick 1 or 2 of these big females in here and finish the day out right. So, you know, the weights are so close. All these tournaments are like that pretty much. And a drop of water, 100s, 200s, makes a big difference. And, you know, that makes the difference between top 10, top 20, top 30 a lot of times is just a 1/4 of a pound, or 1/8 of a pound. Half a pound can move you 30, 40 places. So you really got to be on your A game both days. That's all you can do. As tournament fishermen, you know, if you're a serious fisherman, you ain't gonna give up, you know, and you're gonna hang with it all day long. It's kind of a very simple process. Winners never quit and quitters never win, so.
We've got 1 good fish in the boat, real good fish. We need 3 or 4 more good fish and upgrade our others, and we're sitting better right now than we were yesterday. I'm just excited to be in second place again, and
here we are, back-to-back tournaments, and we was leading the last one the last day, and this one we're second place, so that's just a lot of fun.
Anybody, even the people down to the a pound or two out of the lead are still a thread here. The grade of fishermen in this tournament trail here is just unbelievable. You don't ever think you have it until you weigh them at the scale. That's just the way it is with this group of guys that fish this tournament trail.
We had today.
I was sitting to death on it, caught it. The top 5 right now are really hard to beat anyways. We're gonna have to keep our game plan together, and it's gonna have to work, no doubt. Because there'll be people that'll come from 20th place.
All right, come on, big fish. Let's do it.
The end of the competition is near. Many teams nabbed their limit early while the wind was down, while others jumped around trying to find active fish. Ross Barnett put up another challenging event for these anglers, pushing them to adapt on a daily basis. Let's head back to Bass Pro Shops in Pearl, Mississippi to see who will take home their share of $69,000 on Championship Saturday.
Oh, today was a rough day for us. We did really well yesterday. We're in first place at 13 pounds.
It's a Russian roulette dealing with the wind out here. We had 2 or 3 hours to get a winning stringer fish in a boat. I don't know if we did it or not.
Really, really windy. I didn't lose no fish. I just couldn't catch no big fish. That's all there is to it.
Only gonna need 1247 today, guys. Did you do it again? He says we'll see. Yeah, he said they did a little bit better. Let's find out, guys. Sure feels better. There we go. Let's see here. Look at this. 1296. You did it. 2432. New current leader. 2-time Angler of the Year champions, multi-winners here at the American Crappie Trail. Had 1232 yesterday. Our B&M Super Clean Pro Staff sponsor team, Ronnie Cap, Steve Coleman. Welcome to Championship Saturday, guys. How you doing, buddy? You don't want to waste around. You need exactly 12 pounds to take the lead. What do you think, guys? They got them? All right, here we go. 12 pounds of the lead, guys. You're going to do it. And you are 1292, 2-day total, 2524. Welcome to the leader. Get up here, Scrawny and Steve. Let's find out who's going to win it here. And they're not going to get close. 747, 2-day total, 2050. Ronnie Cap, Steve Coleman, our B&M Ross Barnett champions, guys. Congratulations.
So, Matt, another great tournament here at Ross Barnett. You know, the competition was tough, the weather was tough, and I am so proud of our anglers.
I am too. We had 97 teams here, great turnout. Championship Saturday, they had 3 hours to make it happen. Super Clean team of Ronnie Caps, Steve Coleman did exactly that. A sequel from last year where they won right here doing the same thing. Light jig, wax worms, light line, B&M poles, another Ranger boat.
You know, I want to say great job with American Crappie Trail, and you have done so much for this sport. Whatever you do, don't miss next week at Kentucky Lake. We'll be looking for y'all.